There we go. Okay, so we're playing the George Brabazons, and we worked on some other. What else did we work on there? You guys will have to remind me. I remember the George Brabazons, but we did some other stuff too. Feel like maybe we did some reels.
The road to Liston,
Oh, the road to Lisbon, Florida. Okay.
we did that one.
And also, Dan, you were going to give us we listened to some tunes that you were playing, and then you were going to send. I think you were going to send. I might have misunderstood you, but you were going to send some of the music. But I now that I'm thinking, I can't remember what it was. So something
I
like
do
that.
not remember either. Let's start with the George Brabazons anyway.
Okay.
We'll go on from there. Now I just got to tune up my fiddle real quick here. Oh, okay. All right. Now, what key are we in for the Brabazons? Let's see. First air and second air. G and G. Big G's. Right. Okay, so first we'll warm up our G major scale as best we can. I'm going to put this music right over my gigantic face here. Okay, G major scale and arpeggio. One, two, three, go. Ooh, I need rosin. Excuse me. Did you guys hear that slick sound at the beginning of my bow there? Man, it was really loud at the session on Tuesday. It was absolutely packed with young Irish people going to see this band at the Danforth Music Hall. So we were really, really playing loud. I must have wore all the rosin off of my bow. Okay. Let's try that. That's better. Here we go. One, two, three, go. Arpeggio. I did pretty good. I wouldn't call myself perfect, that's for sure. We'll have to do it again. Sorry about that. I'm sure you guys were perfect. Let's do it again. Ready, scale. You guys feeling okay? Okay, so now I'd like to try it a little bit faster. Same thing, a bit faster. So more like this. And don't worry about doing a lot of tuning. If you can tune your note, but if you can't, just try to make note of if it was sharp or flat, okay? Because we're going to do it 2 times at this tempo. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo! Okay, I did pretty good. So my C was a little sharp on the A string. And the top G was actually 2 attempts. The first attempt was a tiny bit sharp, and then I had to let off the pressure. So you guys make note of your changes, and let's do it again at the same speed. A 1, 2, 3, go. There we go. Alrighty, we're all warmed up. Let's try the George Brabazon. So let's do the first air first. So the jig one. That is supposed to be played jovial. I haven't seen that metronome marking before. Alright. Let's see, how fast? I think it's probably supposed to go that fast anyway. What would it sound like if you did it really fast? Loses something. Let's try. We'll go back to the slow.
Just before we go, I have trouble with all the bowing, and I've tried to work through everything with my cymbals, but I still find that I'm fighting on the second bar the G's. It seems like it says it's an up bow. We go from the G, the last note of the first bar, the G, and then it's repeated in the second bar. And I understand those are ups.
No.
That's why it's confusing. Oh, really?
Yeah, no, the up. So let me see where there's an up. It's the third bar, the B to the G.
Oh. So that's the problem, my problem.
And I think it's both times. Let me just check, but I'm pretty sure it's both times. Yeah, that works out. That's all you have to do. So you do an up between the B and the G in the third bar. And then in the line below, also the third bar. Same exact thing.
Up. Oh, And okay, so I was off base there. I don't know why I was thinking like that, but
Okay. Now the second part. You don't have to slur anything. Now I'm wondering about. That works too. So. Eh.
so what about those two G's there on the third bar from the very ending? There's like a low G and a high G. Are they both up?
I'm just trying to figure that out now. No, I think the whole second part you can just single bow. You don't have to do any slurring.
Okay. Dan, what about the fourth bar on the first line?
So you can do a slur there if you want. So you'll be going down for it. So no, you're going up for it. Yeah, you're going up for it. So you can do it all in an up bow. Yeah, that works. You could do that all in an up bow. It sounds nice. Or you could just single bow it. Here's the difference. I'll do it both ways. So, oh, I didn't do it the single bowed way. I kind of like the single bowed way because it has that little joggy sound
Okay.
with your bow. But you can also, slurring it is nice. So you go up, down, and then well, it would screw you up for coming back around into it, but you could just do an up for that.
Okay.
Okay.
So it really depends on which way you want to do it. I would probably do it all the ways. But you can definitely get by with single bowing the whole thing, except for that B to the G in the third bar and in the sixth bar. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh bar. Yeah. Okay, let's try her. Nice, good G. I gotcha. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. One more. Great little tune. Now, how's that going with the bowing? Is that working out? Kinda?
it's a little bit better for me. I'm still working out the kinks, I guess, on the third last bar. It makes it all uneven. So I'm tripping myself
The
for the
third last bar,
yeah.
the
We're-
G to
we're-
the
It's an
G.
up down and then an up
Let me see.
down and then up.
But yeah, yeah, I can see what you mean, but if you play it all single, it will mean that you're gonna when you start the tune again, you're gonna be on a down,
Oh.
which is a good thing.
Okay, and what you're saying is when you play single, that means those 16th notes are played
Yeah,
single.
also.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would be uh so up, down, up, down. Sorry, up, down, up, down. Yeah, no, up, down, up, down. And it does work well to repeat the tune. See that?
Yeah. Okay.
Little getting used to though. It's a bit of a joggy feeling,
Yeah.
like a hurry up type of feeling.
Okay.
How about you, Elaine? Any bits or pieces bothering you? How's the bowing?
It's messed up.
The
Big
bowing
time.
is messed up?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, you're starting off on a down bowl, right?
Yeah, let me go through here. I'm going to go through all the bowing here since we're recording anyway. And you guys can take note of it. So we got down. Up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up. I got pretty far through that. Wow. I've never done that before. Saying
Sounded interesting.
Okay, did you get that general idea there?
Yeah, I think so. But okay, so in the very first bar, when you start off, you're down, and then it's up, up.
No. Down, up, down. See that?
Down, up.
Yeah, so down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It does turn it down for the second part, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I see where I was going wrong.
And then you can do your up, up slur for the quarter note. Okay. I'm impressed with myself. My friend Patrick Arceau, he said that that's his dream when he's teaching is to be able to say bowings while he's playing. And but he was talking about, of course, jigs and reels. But I'm pretty impressed I did that. Anyway, let's give it a try. Okay. A 1, 2, 3, go. like it worked out.
That was much better, Dan. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
Old tune.
got it. I think.
Now let's get out the other air, the second air. The one with a more predictable sort of phrasing type of thing. I got a hangnail here, it's driving me crazy. Is when I'm playing, the one finger pulls on it. Oh. Very finicky about my fingers, the ends of my fingers. I'm very sort of manic about my fingernails. I'm always cutting my fingernails. I'm worried I'm going to chop my strings in half. Because it does happen, your fingernails pull on the windings and make your string unravel before they're actually finished. Now let me see, bowing with this one. Let me just take a quick look. So we probably start with an up on the pickup. And then down. Another up in the second last bar, second line. The F to the E is going to be an up. Now we got an up. Those are all ups. Those, the G to the A, the G to the B, the F to the A are going to be ups there. And this one, E to the G. And then the same thing for the next ones too. The G to the A, the G to the B, and the F to the A, and then the E to the G, the third last bar. Those are all going to be ups. And that's your kind of normal rule in 4/4 of when you go when you play a long note on the down, the next two eighth notes are going to be in the up bow. Down, up. Or in this case, up, down. Okay, let's give it a go. I'm touching that string. Okay. 1, 2, 3. How did we do? How was the bowing?
I didn't have too many problems with the bowing, but I found myself when I'm doing the cross bowing that the faster I go, the more squeaky it kind of sounds. And I don't know if that's a problem with my fingering on my left hand, or if it's got something to do with the bowing that I'm doing. I don't
Could
know.
be two things. So if you're squeaking when you're changing strings, there's a couple things. So it could be that your bow is still touching the other string that you're coming off of, and your fingers touching it as well, and that could make a squeak, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah.
Okay, that's probably what it is. So if you're going down, say, from the A string to the G on the D string, and your bow doesn't quite get all the way off of the A string, and your third finger is touching that A string a little bit, it's going to give you a squeal.
Okay. It squeals more when I'm playing faster. When I'm
Now
playing
that's
slowly, it's okay.
when you go fast. That's when you have the failure of the bow to get all the way off of that string that you're changing off of.
Quickly enough.
Yeah, like it's kind of you're kind of being a little bit lazy about it. You gotta get it off of there. Now the other thing that could be happening though is when you change strings, when you go fast, you tend to add a little bit of weight when you're going faster with the bow. So that means that when you change strings, you got to make sure that you actually spend a little bit of bow time on that string instead of. See what I mean?
You
Okay.
have to finish it. You have to finish up the bow.
Have to give it a little bow. So I was going over this with I can't remember who the other day, but we were doing a tune that changed strings between the A and the E, and it was exactly that same problem. Like it's one thing to make it over to the E string, it's another thing to make it over and actually give it a little bit of length, and that can cause it's more of a crunching sound.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now so the finger thing we were talking about before, that's a whistle or a squeal. But the failure to move the bow is more of a crunching or a choking.
Okay. Okay.
So you can watch for it, see which one you're doing. Maybe both. How
Yeah.
is your bowing, Elaine?
Yeah, I found the bowling on this one more intuitive, and it's kind of the regular bowling.
Okay, cool. Let's give it a couple of more goes, and then I'd like to look at Road to Listonvorna. Great tune. I played it on the weekend at an Irish wedding, day 2. It's funny, they were watching soccer. All the girls were all done up in their duds, and the guys were sitting around watching soccer, drinking pints, listening to us. 1, 2, 3. Love that tune. Very popular at weddings. Other events like that. Okay, Road to Liston Varna. Okay. Road to Liston Varna. I do have an idea for a tune we could do after Road to Liston Varna. It's a new one. I don't think we've done it. And it's called I think that's Tobin's favorite. And I don't think we've done it. Have I ever talked about Tobin's favorite? No? Okay, we're gonna do it. That's the next one we'll do. But let's check out Road to Liston Varna for now. Okay. So. Okay, let's go slow, and we'll see how we can get along with this one. Now, for some reason it says D major, but it's not D major at all. It's E minor. It's just E minor with a C sharp. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Thinking about the bowing for this one. This is a little different because it's a slide. It's a different type of tune. It's kind of almost a jig. You can see that it's in 12/8, which makes it a little different. So now when I'm bowing it, I start on a down. So I single bow that whole bar. But then the F to the A, I got to do in an up bow. Okay, and I do it to the next one too. The D to the E. Now here's the interesting move that I make. Okay, at the end of that. So I go, for the second bar, I'm going up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. Okay, But then I'm going to slur the open D at the end of that line. I'm going to slur that in with the first note of the next line, the E of the next line, so I can start that on a down bow. And it's a really cool sound. It's an over the bar line slur. I don't think we've ever done that before. It's a kind of an Irish thing, but I'll show you what it sounds like. See, that's a neat sound. Okay, and we're going to give that a try. And then, so that means that I start the next line on a down. And the rest is just single bow, straight up single bow. So I'm going to just go over that again. So in the second bar, we got up, up, down, up, down. Up, up, down, up, down. And we're going to slur that D at the end of the first line in a down bow with the E at the beginning of the next line. And that's going to be single bowed right to the end. No more slurring.
And what do you call that from the D to the E? You gave a name to it.
It's an over the bar line slur. In the second part, it's up, up, city, man. We got up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So, yeah, up, up, down. So, just like that, and then more up, up, and then straight up single bowed. So up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 and then straight bowing for the rest. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, I just lost track. Never mind what I just said. I can't believe I got this far. Okay, does that sound like a bowing plan? And that'll get you through the jig nice and quick, nice and smooth. Okay, and we'll try it again. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Now that looked like it worked out well. I was watching your bows, and it looked like it worked out very well. So now, just before we're done, I'm going to play this tune called Tobin's. So let me bring it up here. That way I'll remember to record it. Tobin's. I think it'll go really good after or before the Road to Lisdoonvarna. And it's in D. Tobin's favorite. We will get it next week. All right, guys.